The year is 2023, and loads of games have come out this year, to be completely honest, from AAA blockbusters to small indie classics that have taken the internet by storm. Even with that said, I've played barely any games this year, to be completely honest, because I play the same probably 3 or 4 games every single week, or on stream, or on YouTube. So normally at this time of year, you get the typical top 10, top 20, top 30. I've only got a top 7. So here we go. This is 2023's version of my top 7 games. At number 7, it's Dave the Diver. Dave the Diver is a casual single-player adventure RPG featuring deep-sea exploration and fishing during the day, and sushi restaurant management at night. Join Dave and his quirky friends as they seek to uncover the secrets of the mysterious Blue Hole. Now, it wouldn't be a top 7 without a roguelite or roguelite of some sorts. Dave the Diver takes all my favourite aspects of a roguelike game and makes it fun and comical with the aspect of hunting fish by day and running a sushi restaurant by night, while also having a casual but engaging storyline that I won't give away, but would 100% recommend people playing to discover.
Oh my god, this is so cute. Can you teach me how to play?
Taking the number 6 spot is Party Animals.
Wow.
Party Animals is a physics-based competitive brawler game where players play as various animals including puppies, kittens, ducks, bunnies and sharks and dinosaurs and even unicorns. Now, if you want a game that takes no brains but brings out the competitive side of you, Party Animals is the game for you. Sporting multiple team-based and solo game modes to get your blood boiling, I've played this many an evening with a few friends and wanted to strangle them by the end of it. In a good way. If you are looking for a game to play with your friends and have the same feeling you get when you play Monopoly, Party Animals is for you. Probably to much people's surprise, the number 5 spot goes to Lethal Company. The game takes place in a retro-futuristic, post-apocalyptic universe, try and say that twice as fast, where players take on the role of a contracted employee working for a corporation called The Company, collecting scrap from abandoned, industrialised moons while having to avoid traps, environmental hazard and monsters. While only coming out in the second half of the year, I have very much enjoyed every session I've played of Lethal Company, with its in-game comms making up most of the laughter. Every world had its own danger and fun around every corner. Anything could be waiting for you, from monsters to traps, and things wanting to snap your neck around every corner. But that's just one of the fun and scary things to get involved in with Lethal Company. Again, it wouldn't be a top games of the year without a Mario game being able to be slotted in, so at number 4, it's Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Following on from the already successful side-scroller genre that Super Mario dominates already, Wonder has you exploring the Flower Kingdom with assistance of its flower-like residents along the way. Wonder has all the amazing scenery and level design that you would expect, with its usual weird and wackiness along the way. This time around, your new power-up turns into an elephant. Now hear me out, not the most spectacular power-up in the kingdom, but it does lead to some fun and interesting ways to traverse the levels. Mario games have always been a if it's not broken, don't fix it genre, but that's why I love the games and why it's my number 4 for 2023. And now we enter the top 3, and probably the most controversial spot, as it's going to annoy a lot of people. My number 3 is Baldur's Gate 3. I absolutely love Dungeons & Dragons and it takes up a lot of my personal time, so Baldur's Gate 3 was an instant win for me when it went full access. With its amazing story, level design, character design and just an overall amazing game, it was a guaranteed top 3 for me in my game of the year. The only reason it isn't higher is a personal issue. I have the attention span of a fly, and Baldur's Gate 3 takes up a lot of your time, with a confirmed 17,000 endings stated by Larian Studios. I didn't just make that number up. I don't have the time to do all of those, and the game takes a long enough amount of time to complete one ending, let alone that many. I don't expect to do 17,000 endings, but it takes me a lot of time just to complete one round of a game, and I'm not the kind of person that goes back and completes a game over and over again. However, I do love that I can go back to this game and play it over and over again due to the multitude of characters that you can create. I do wish it was higher in my top games of 2023, but it just couldn't snag second or first place for me. What did snag second place was Spider-Man 2. I'm a massive Spidey fan and absolutely loved the first game, so when a second game was announced and then released, you knew I was getting it day one and playing it. While I must admit I haven't completed it, much to a lot of my friends' sadness, I didn't want to rush through it. The fact that you can play as Peter and Miles is a big win for me, as they both play vastly different and brings a refreshing change from the first game. Sounding like a stuck record, the level design is incredible, as they have further expanded on the already massive map from the first game and added so much more detail, like NPCs and just more life into what was quite a quiet map in the first game. I'm deliberately taking my time in completing it because I know it's going to be worth the time, and DLC won't be coming out for a little while and I don't really want the journey to end. So I'm just taking it all in and enjoying the ride. And my number one game for 2023, and personally taking it by a landslide, is The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Taking a lot of the winning points from Spider-Man 2 and how I described it, Nintendo took everything from Breath of the Wild and multiplied the fun and the excitement by 10. I literally couldn't put this game down for the first week it came out. The last time I no-lifed a game was God of War. Not the first one, the one that released not too long ago. And I remember playing the death out of that. And Tears of the Kingdom was no different. I was skeptical, thinking it would just be a big DLC, but Nintendo made sure that didn't happen. I loved all the puzzles, the bosses, the lore, and everything sandwiched in between. I would come home from work and play this game every day, and ended up taking my Switch with me to work to eventually get more adventuring done on my lunch break. I also went and bought the limited edition Switch OLED as well, but that's just me. Very rarely do I tell people to go and buy a console just to experience one game, but I know if I had to, I'd be telling people to go and experience Tears of the Kingdom and show them how much joy and excitement the game brought me over the time it took for me to 100% it. And that was my top 7 games of 2023. Did you agree with my placements? Do you feel a different game should have taken number 1? Let me know down in the comments what you would have done differently, and let me know what your top 3 games of 2023 were as well. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.